Hello Year 2, it's great to see you for our next English lesson this week. Today, the date is Wednesday the 24th of February 2021 and the learning objective is describe the terrible beast. So please pause the video here to write the date and learning objective in your English book. Well done Year 2. So far this week we have engaged in book talk. We have also spent some time listening to the story and responding to the text. Today we're going to be progressing on to particularly focusing on the terrible beast in the story. Before tomorrow, planning different sentence types as our end of week outcome is to create a wanted poster for the terrible beast. So I'll tell you a little bit about that today. So as you can see here, I'm sharing a double spread with you from the end of the story. I'm just going to read it to you again, okay? They all watched the terrible beast bounce down the hills, never to be seen again. Then suddenly there was a crack. Some eyewitnesses have seen the terrible beast escape and he is on the loose. Uh-oh. So Year 2, the terrible beast has escaped from the steaming pot, which means that we need to create a wanted poster to find the terrible beast before he puts anything else in a terrible soup that he's trying to create. This is a big problem, Year 2. So some eyewitnesses saw the beast on the loose. And those eyewitnesses are you, Year 2. So we're going to be having a think today about drawing the terrible beast based on what you saw and describing him so that we can help everyone find the beast that's on the loose. So I'm wondering, Year 2, how can we describe a character in a story? What grammar skill can we use to help us with this? This is one that we focused on quite a lot last term, but also whilst we were together in school. So please pause the video here to discuss what you think that grammar skill might be. Well done. So you might have said we could use adjectives, so we could use describing words, or you might have said we could use noun phrases where there's one adjective before the noun, or you might have said expanded noun phrases where there are two adjectives before the noun, so before the person, place or thing. So in this case, our person, our character is the beast, but the things might be the parts of his body. So if we use expanded noun phrases, Year 2, what type of punctuation must we remember? Please pause the video here to discuss. Great thinking, Year 2. We need to remember to use commas in a list if there is more than one adjective before the noun. I have an example here to share with you. There is a beast on the loose who has long pointed claws. So the adjectives are long and pointed, and there is more than one adjective before the noun, so there is a comma to separate the adjectives. And the noun, so the thing, is the beast's claws. So Year 2, I wonder if you can pause the video here and engage in discussion to describe the terrible beast using your words, thinking of descriptive phrases that could be expanded noun phrases to describe the terrible beast based on what you saw when you saw him on the loose. So please pause the video here. Well done, Year 2. Okay, I'm going to share my ideas with you now. So, long pointed claws is one of my ideas. Green matted fur. So as we can see here from looking at his fur, I was thinking it's probably quite matted and tangled. So not only have I described the colour, but also the texture of his fur. Clumsy. He was quite clumsy at the end of the story, wasn't he? When he jumped into the steaming pot, and in the text it was described as like a fool, because he obviously didn't realise he was putting himself in the steaming pot. I also described him as having smelly, sweaty feet, which Nadia Shireen used in the text as well. So they are a few descriptive phrases that I've used. Also described the terrible beast being very tall and having a slimy black tongue. I thought that was quite monster-like. He's also got very fierce, dark eyes. Very scary looking, aren't they? And of course, he's got a loud, rumbling tummy as he's very hungry, and sharp, stained teeth. So I thought his teeth looked quite yellow. So I had written sharp yellow teeth, but then I was thinking, how can I improve that vocabulary choice and make it more interesting for the reader? Similar to when I was describing his fur. First of all, I thought green fur. I thought I can challenge myself here and make that a little bit more interesting and add more detail so that the audience can picture the terrible beast. So that's why I added more than one adjective, so green matted fur. So today, year 2, your activity is to create a role on the wall for the terrible beast, very similar to how I've shared with you. So what I'd love you to do today, year 2, is draw a picture of the terrible beast in the middle of your page. Remember, you saw the terrible beast, so it's based on what you saw. And around your picture of the terrible beast, just like I have, it would be great to note your descriptive phrases to describe what he looked like and how he was behaving. So for example, I said he was very clumsy, and I could also hear that he had a loud rumbling tummy, and I could smell his smelly, sweaty feet. So think about using your sentences to add detail for the audience. Year 2, I'm sure you'll really enjoy this activity today, as I know many of you love drawing, and I look forward to seeing all of your descriptive language to describe the terrible beast who must be found. Well done, Year 2.